Hi everyone, my name is S Solis. I am the person who has been giving you nonstop football examples on our post, so you can put a face to the name now. And I'm going to be discussing within our 15-minute post about the framing book. I truly enjoyed it and wanted to go more in depth or give you guys what I pictured when I was reading the examples. Some of them are kind of weird, some of them are kind of serious, but I want to have fun with this because guess what? You will only see me through this video. So let's start this off. I wanted to start with the definition that they gave us for framing. I narrowed it down to two. The first definition that they gave us was kind of odd.
We stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
Rick, have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
I personally thought that the second quote was the more relatable one or more understandable, which is key to understanding framing as a persuasive act is not just to focus on that which may be uncertain, unknown, or contested and then takes a position. It is to do so responsibly with an eye towards the consequences of one's communication. So, what I took from that is basically that no matter what, you're not always going to know what you're facing, even if you do. I may go into work thinking I know what's going to happen, who's going to ask me what questions, but there's always going to be that one factor where uncertainty comes into mind or into play. Just like any football player, they may be running all these nonstop plays, practicing them, studying all this film, but when the team runs a play that they didn't show on film, that they didn't show in the past year or two, you have to think on your feet. You have to come up with something that is both good for you, good for the team, and something that's responsible where you won't hurt anyone doing this. So that's what I thought in my Cliff Note version of it, football version of it. The second is the rules of reality construction. I found this to be very helpful, being the first chapter, because it kind of broke everything down for me of what I need to learn, what I need, the basics of understanding what they want to talk about in the framing book. So the first rule was control the context. 2, define the situation. 3, apply ethics. 4, interpret uncertainty. 5, design the response. 6, control spontaneity. So what I'm going to be doing is going over these rules. I personally felt that they were good to break down and for you to understand them. I really feel that framing is a foundation of being a good leader. I honestly think if you start off with the framing book before everything else, it will help you in your leadership skills and build on everything else. Because if you know how to talk to people, both in the company and outside the company, and create good environments and good standings with both, it will make you the best leader ever. You may not know what you're doing within your organization or business, but as long as you know how to talk to people, it will get you a long way, in my experience within athletics. The first one is control the context. The definition that they gave us was leaders often cannot control events, but they can control the context under which events are seen if they recognize a framing opportunity. So the way I broke this down is when a football team loses, whether it be the Cardinals, whether it be UTEP, a coach will always put it into perspective. Players did good things within there. Players did bad things within there. And it's up to the coach to frame what he wants to emphasize, what he wants the media to focus on. So the example I'm going to give you today for this is the Jackie O, where when her husband was shot and assassinated, she took it upon herself to let the media, the fans, the public, the world see only what she wanted the world to see, which was a strong family, which was...
Can I send somebody to help you change before we land? All those cameras, people will be watching. posters everywhere. For Jack, with Jack's face on them. Let them see what they've done.
So I hope you were able to connect the two, because this is what I'll be doing for the next few other rules. I want to put, like I said, real life or funny situations that I pictured or that you can picture in these rules. I hope you liked it for the most part, and I hope you'll like the rest. So the second rule that we will be discussing will be to define the situation. At its most basic level, framing reality means defining the situation here and the now in ways that connect with others. Frame is a mental picture, and framing is the process of communicating that picture to others. So what you want to do with this is when you're talking to anyone, whether it be a subordinate on a one-on-one basis or whether it be a whole audience like on television. What the author also discussed is what motivates us to choose one framing strategy over the next within this rule. One was culture, and the definition for that was supplies us with a tool bag of specific languages to use and arrangements to consider when we communicate with others. The second one was sense making, the situation engagement of mental models. What the author means by mental models is mental models help organize thoughts and serve as underlining expectations for what it's likely to happen in new situations. So the reason I chose this next clip is because it's a situation, the here and the now, with distractions going on everywhere, but the leader or the person in charge that's happening right is going with culture. He already has a supply bag full of things and languages he needs to say, and something unexpected happens, aka the new situation, so he has to make sense of it and go with it. So I hope you enjoy it. I pictured this and was laughing about it, so I hope you kind of get it.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
Stand your ground, men! Stand your ground!
Then love, true love, will follow you forever. To you, Princess Barqua.
Man and wife! Say man and wife!
Man and wife.
So I hope you enjoyed that clip and also were able to put it together and maybe have a giggle. That was Princess Bride, by the way, and one of my favorite movies. So the third rule within framing is applying ethics. Reality is often contested. Framing a subject is an act of persuasion by leaders or imbued with ethical choices. Key to understanding framing as a persuasive act is not just to focus on that which may be uncertain, unknown, or contested and then take a position. It is to do so responsibly, with an eye towards the consequences on one's communication.
Right then, the meeting has officially come to order. Let us all say the pledge. I am a nice shark, not a mindless eating machine. If I am to change this image, I must first change myself. Fish are friends, not food. Hello, my name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
It has been 3 weeks since my last fish. On my honour, or may I be chopped up and made into soup.
Okay, so I realize I'm taking up a lot of time by reading each definition to you when you guys can go ahead and read. We are in the master's program anyway. So the fourth one is interpret uncertainty. So I went ahead and picked a movie clip. There is no such thing as doing a UTEP assignment without including Glory Road. So I went ahead and got a clip from Glory Road about the famous bear, and he is explaining the uncertainty, he is explaining the values, he is explaining everything that the core framing tasks ask for to solve. So he's going to answer the why, he's going to answer the where, the what, and the who. we are going to be.
We can't win tomorrow night. You're not a championship team. You've been lucky so far, but tomorrow your luck's gonna run out. To win at this level, you gotta have a intelligence inside you out on that court. You gotta be able to think. We just got too much of the wrong complexion. You're athletes, sure. But so are monkeys. He can run, he can jump, maybe even hit the occasional outside shot with the right training, but to compete against a real team, well, should I go on, or are you sick of the same old tired line of BS as I am? I'm so sick of it that tonight I made a decision that we're going to put a stop to it. Forever.
It wouldn't be a UTEP assignment if I didn't include that movie. So the fifth design, the response. So a leader cannot make their plan difficult. People need to follow it. People want to get with it most of the times. So a person can't make it complicated. You need to tell them the action, the basic framing of what you want them to do. So what I got from that is this clip. It's a kid's movie. I hope you enjoy. I thought it was funny again, but I have different tastes. So enjoy.
How shall I do it? Oh, I know. I'll turn him into a flea. A harmless little flea. And then I'll put that flea in a box. And then I'll put that box inside of another box. And then I'll nail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I'll smash it with her.
So I warned you about my weird choices in movies. But I hope you enjoyed it. But the last thing, and then I'll be out of your hair, is control spontaneity. Effective framing requires that leaders are able to control their own spontaneity communication. So I know that when we talk, just like I have been doing this entire time, is I veer left with my clips. We just want to talk about something else, like me. Whenever I go on a diet, I decide to veer left and go for the cookies. So I picked this clip out for you older generations. I hope you like this clip and can relate to it.
I don't know why I just thought he'd be European or something because
Yeah, man, he's about as European as English
I
Bob.
know
all
that
right?
now.
But was he cool or what?
Thank you.
Totally fucking cool, in control. Didn't even, he didn't really get pissed when you were with him. I was amazed.
Want some bacon?
No, man, I don't eat pork.
Are you Jewish?
No, I ain't Jewish. I just don't dig on swine, that's all.
Why not?
Pigs are filthy animals. I don't eat filthy animals.
Yeah, but bacon tastes good. Pork chops taste good.
Hey, sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I'd never know because I wouldn't eat the filthy mother. Pigs sleep and root in shit. That's a filthy animal. I ain't eat nothing ain't got sense enough to disregard its own feces.
How about a dog? Dog eats his own feces.
I don't eat dog either.
Yeah, but do you consider a dog to be a filthy animal?
I wouldn't go so far as to call a dog filthy, but they're definitely dirty. But dogs got personality. Personality goes a long way.
So by that rationale, if a pig had a better personality, he would cease to be a filthy animal. Is that true?
Well, we have to be talking about one charming pig. I mean, he had to be 10 times more charming than that Arnold on Green Acres, you know what I'm saying?
So I am finally done. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I put a positive spin on framing for you. If you didn't see it when you were reading it like I saw it, I hope I was able to show you a different side of framing and you enjoyed it. And I hope everyone is able to take something away from this video because I did work hard on it. I did really try to look for good clips. And I hope all you 2017 grads have an amazing time at graduation and everyone is doing well.